What's up, guys? Here for another watched and added video. All 5 of these movies are from mystery box that I got. The first one here is Glitter with Mariah Carey. This one has a bad reputation. People say it's really, really awful movie. You know, it wasn't as awful as I thought it was going to be or what I read. Mariah Carey actually does okay in this movie. So does Terrence Howard. It's the rest of the cast that kind of does not deliver, in my opinion. So I mean, overall, it's a pretty good, pretty good story. If you haven't seen it before, I'd check it out. Maybe even if you don't buy it, maybe just watch it on Amazon or Netflix or whatever streaming site it's streaming on. But definitely not as bad as people say it was. So I'm going to be adding this to my collection. Next we have White Oleander. This is actually, I'd never heard of this movie before I watched it. And it is kind of a dark, depressing movie about a girl who goes through foster care and all that stuff, her real mom and her foster parents and the relationships she builds around along the way. Amazing cast, which kind of made me interested in this movie to see what it was. It's really good, but it is kind of a depressing movie. But yeah, I'd never heard of this before. Comments down below if you've watched this movie before and what you thought. But yeah, really good movie, really sad, but happy to be adding it to my collection. Then we have Two Can Play That Game with Vivica A. Fox and Morris Chestnut. This was actually a really good movie. Morris Chestnut does really good with these chick flick movies. Not a huge Vivica A. Fox fan, but she does okay in this movie as well. But Morris Chestnut and Anthony Anderson, in my opinion, kind of stole this movie. Gabrielle Union also did a really good job. Yep. I mean, it's not a long... I love the movies like Love and Basketball, Brown Sugar, The Best Man. This isn't as good as those, but it's a step right below. Very solid movie. If you haven't seen this before, I'd 100% go and check it out. I heard there were some sequels to this movie too. I've not seen them. It looks like the cast is a little iffy with those. So I don't know if I would want to check those out unless I got it in one of these boxes, but I would probably not go out hunting for them. Then next, this one I'll probably get laughed at for, but the Sex and the City movie. Got it in the box. I was like, oh boy, I don't know if, I don't know, this probably won't make the collection. And I watched it and it actually wasn't that bad. Amazing cast. It's a fun movie. It's nowhere near the best movie I've ever seen. But it's an entertaining movie. It delivers really well. Chris Noth does great in this movie. The cast is really, really well written as well. There wasn't really a dull moment in the movie. If you haven't seen it before, I'd check it out. I know you're going to laugh saying there's no way I'd ever watch this, but you'd actually be surprised at how good this movie actually was. So, happy to add this to my collection. And then I also got this one in the same mystery box, so I watched it as well. And that's Sex and the City 2. Along the same lines as the first one. A lot better than I thought it would be. Good pacing, good writing, good acting. John Corbett actually did decent in this movie as well. But I mean, like I said, you know, underrated movies with bad raps, you know, kind of with, was what the deal with this, these movies that I added. But I'm happy to add them to my collection. If you like content like this, please like and subscribe. The support is much appreciated. Otherwise, until next time.